Oh, hey everyone.
Hey,
Yeah,
remember us?
remember us. It is 2024. We have not been here yet. It is the reading update. That's my buddy, Miriam.
That's
There
my
she is.
buddy, the Comic Slayer.
Thank you so much. We're going to talk to you about the books we've read this entire year so far, as well as since the last show, which that's mostly what I have to show you.
Oh
I don't know about
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I have everything that I've read since we've last spoken
So
here.
3 weeks? Is that what it's been?
Yeah, I gotta tell you people, I could not stay healthy for the life of me in
Oh,
December. I
you got
had like
hit with it.
right, I had like the stomach flu in the beginning of the month. Then I got whammied starting like probably right before New Year's Eve. Because when we went out to dinner, I was like, Kim, I'm starting to feel like a sore throat and all this stuff. Yeah, so and I'm probably about 80% now, but I'm like way better than I was. So,
That's good.
yeah.
That's
So
very
like
good.
yeah, I missed the live stream with you and Larry, um, and Garage Geek, so but I'm back and I hope I can stay healthy in January.
We're glad to see you back.
Thank you.
At least since it's been 3 weeks, I have a few books to show, that
I do
I've read.
too.
Quite
I
a
do
little
too.
stack here. Which you're reminded me, I should probably go download your slides.
Oh yeah, there's not much in there. I think I only have like 2 things in there this
Okay.
week.
I got another window.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, William.
Hey, William.
Hi, Mara.
It's Mara, the library card holder.
Here we go, Mara.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
hope Catherine's there. Hello, Catherine. If so, I get to see these two next week.
I'm jealous. I
I
am
I
flat out
wish you could
jealous.
be there. I wish so badly.
No, that's awesome. I'm happy you guys can get together.
Hopefully this year we can all have a reunion. That'd be
We have
fun.
to do something. I don't care if
Something.
we like meet up at an Ollie's or something. We have to see each other.
That sounds like the best. Hey, Dad.
Hi, Larry.
Ooh, back with a bang. That's right.
Yeah.
Hello, Elon, by the way.
Yes.
My dad missed us last week. That's nice.
And I missed being on your live too, Larry.
Hello, James.
What up, James?
Let's see.
Who else is here?
We weren't. We were just talking. we, we were just talking. That's my bad. I was talking. So,
Nah, that's all right.
there we are. Oh, my dad's just promoting his other channel, I guess, randomly,
Ah,
switching
Larry's
accounts.
Larry's World. You want to talk about flashlights, light bulbs? What
All the fun
else?
stuff.
Knives? No, am I making up the knives? Maybe
He
that's
does
down the
like
road.
knives. I don't know that he's made a video on them.
All right, Larry. I'm requesting a video on knives.
Love that. Hello, Catherine.
Catherine's here.
Oh, hello. Everybody's
Teeth
here.
here.
Gracious reader, hello. So happy my
Hello,
favorite show
hello.
of the week is back. That's so nice.
You're a charmer. You're a
That's
charmer.
so nice. Love that. Oh, Cycle's here. Hey now.
Cycle shouting. I love it. Oh,
Okay, weird dad. Figure it out.
oh. That's seems like a question for Larry's World. Why this is
Yeah.
happening?
We could have a reunion at Catherine's favorite building. we could. We could.
We
Love
have
that.
this little joke in our chat about the Empire State Building. And one time I sent a not a very good photo of it in our group chat. And we were like teasing, like, oh, like because Catherine didn't know what it was, and it was funny. She's like, "Am I supposed to know what that building is?" So today when I passed it, it was like very clear, and I took another picture. I'm like, "Your favorite building?"
I love that.
Yeah.
Mary, how you feeling?
Cycle. I am so much better than I was. I'm probably about 85%. I have my box of tissues here in case there needs to be any nose blowing. Don't worry, I will mute everything, turn my camera off. But much, much better. So thank you.
Love that. Well, do you hear Buffy yelling
I
outside
do.
the door?
She is so
Girl,
excited for the reading update tonight. I
should
mean,
I let her in?
let her in.
I think I may let her in.
Let her
I'll be
in.
right back.
Okay. By the way, everyone, we might talk about some of our not reading goals, but some of our thoughts for 2024. I think Kristen's going to want to do it, so we'll see. Did you guys make any reading goals this year? Any goals in general, not resolutions. No one makes New Year resolutions anymore, I feel like.
And the
Right?
people who do,
They're
like,
liars.
someone asked me today at work, here are my like she just started telling me all of them. One, I did not ask. Two, they were all the boring ones that I feel like everyone does.
Right.
She was like, "What are yours?" I said, I don't do that.
No, I
And
don't blame you.
yeah, and she was like so baffled and offended, and I was like, "Oh, hi,
Oh,
Buffy."
she's like, yeah.
Just demanding. I was like, "Hi, I have anxiety, and doing that would just make it worse for me."
Exactly.
And she goes, "Oh, I didn't know. You just handled yourself so well." And I was like, "What do you
Hello.
think?"
That's anxiety 101, please.
Anyway, it was funny. I
It's a
guess.
good thing I don't work there. I would have gotten my nose in your business today and attacked her.
It would have been great. I would have loved it. Hello, Joe.
Hey,
He's
Joe,
glad you're
thank
feeling
you.
better.
Very sweet.
Buffy, are you coming up here?
Come on,
Ma'am?
Buff.
Come on. Come on. Let's go. All right.
Oh, the people want to see you.
She knocks over everything. As she knocks over all the
boy.
things. Oh, Buff. Okay. All right. We're going to let her just do that.
You're going to regret this.
We'll regret it. Glad we're having a show. Yeah. Mary's thankfully feeling much better, right?
Thank you.
Looking forward to Mary's excitement when she finally gets her Romnibus.
I'm excited too.
That is it. When does that come out? Is that soon?
It's like a couple weeks, I think, right? I think is it next week?
Maybe.
I should know. Oh,
Buffy, I regret it. I regret everything. Want to just go up here?
Yeah, I like when she hangs like a little bird, like a parrot up there.
She loves being a parrot cat.
Oh.
All right. Goodbye. My resolution is to not buy any books for as long as possible.
Alon, I feel that.
Love that. This whole year, I've not bought anything.
Oddly? Does ROM count because I pre-ordered it? I understand if that's a mark against me, but...
No, because you pre-ordered that last year, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yep. Look at you. I have no goals, but lots of thoughts. That's how we like you, Cycle.
Yeah.
Give us all the thoughts.
Give us the thoughts. All thoughts are welcome here.
Hayden, look at you with your super chat. That's so sweet. Happy reading update day. One day, Hayden, I'll be able to give some of that to Mary. YouTube holds it for a long time until you get enough. Yeah. But one day you'll get it. Thank you, Hayden. That's very sweet. Oh, actually I lied. I bought a journal to record everything I read this year so I don't forget. Lovely. Cycle.
I love that too.
You probably hate the Goodreads machine, which is understandable because it's terrible and garbage. However, it is good for tracking.
It is good for tracking, but Cycle, I have thought of doing this too. And if I'm going to do it, I better get on it fast because, if you don't start it now.
Yeah.
But I kind of would love to physically write down everything so that, I don't know, at the end of the year, it would probably be so fun to flip through it,
You know what I do, right? Which I'm like looking around for it. It's because I brought it upstairs.
Okay.
I have a little planner and I write the books I read on those days.
Oh, you write them on the actual days?
Yeah, so it's a smaller one though, so it's not like daunting.
Your Japanese
Yes, Hobonichi. That's right. It is a Hobonichi. They came out with a cat one this year, and I was like, "Why can't not do that?"
I know. I was thinking. I thought of that during one of my hazy cold medicine days. I'm like, Kristen didn't tell me if she got one of those or not, and then I just forgot to ask you.
I'll have to take a photo.
Okay.
Welcome back. Glad you're feeling better. You were missed.
Thanks, Larry.
124. Romnibus.
Woo! That's awesome.
Mara hasn't purchased a single book in 2024. Mara, will that change when I see you next week? I feel like that may change, which is okay. Speaking of Goodreads, it is crazy, buggy, and slow at times. It's the worst, but what are you going to do? I mean...
You know what my complaint is? This is like really in the weeds, but that's what we do. I hate how when you're on your phone, just about every time I put a book in there, I realize I have entered the wrong edition. For example, one of my books
Mm.
that I'm
Because it
reading it in a
automatically picks, yeah.
yeah, I'm reading it in a mass market paperback, right? And the page count's different from the book that I chose in there. So I'm all out of whack. Like,
Right,
according to Goodreads, I only have like 50 something pages left to go. But in reality, I have like 100 pages with the
which is
edition that I
very
have.
different. Right.
Yeah, so I have to say, I agree. It is really buggy and it's bothering me that I have the wrong edition up there. So later on, maybe I'll remember and do it on my laptop.
It's very annoying, yeah, and the app
Mm-mm.
sucks. You should just go back to it, Cycle. You have to.
It does make it easy to keep track. It'll even help you with the journal that you bought because if
Yeah,
you just throw it in there, then you could if you forget, you could always just then later on.
and that's what I've done because there would be so often where, like, I'll get
Yeah.
off of it for a few weeks, I'm like, "Okay, I gotta go back. I
Yeah.
gotta check Goodreads. When did I read this?" You know?
Right, right.
Yeah, my dad started a new account. Here we go.
I love that.
Let's all ask people on IG showing their written list for 2023 was inspired. Yeah, that's fun. Do you like fountain pen, Cycle? I don't know if you know this, but we do.
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Sorry, I keep looking down. Buffy is like needy right now.
Yeah.
Reed is asleep. He's not feeling well. Speaking of not feeling well, Buffy, really? Girl, up or down? Is it up or is it down? Ma'am?
What's my
It's up.
TV doing back there?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be us.
Did we
Oh.
crash?
Oh, it's my TV's really angry right now.
Oh.
It doesn't detect the remote. It's saying why it's trying to
Oh.
detect the remote. I don't know, but
Interesting.
it's angry. Oh well, so be it.
What are you gonna do? I want to get those library-style book scanners everyone on TikTok is using to catalog my books. So you can also just use your camera on your phone, though.
Oh no, but this sounds like something I would enjoy. But I better
Yeah,
just
I've seen them too. I haven't seen them like recently, but I
yeah.
looked this up like a while.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that? Girl.
What's she doing?
Ma'am, she's just rubbing her entire butt against the microphone.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, what is going on?
Wow.
Okay. I haven't even taken the time to read anything yet this year.
That's
We
okay.
did it.
Listen. Wait till you hear like we should get through our books first, but wait till you hear like some of our reading goal stuff. It's borderline angry.
It's a lot. I would say it is angry. I would say we have attitudes.
Yeah, and you know what? That's how it's going to be from now on.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I don't know about you, but here's how I feel about 2024. I am not catering to anyone anymore.
Nope.
I'll still be
Forget it.
Yeah, I'm still going to be a nice, respectable person. I'm not going to be like, deranged, but
Mhm.
I feel like we're pretty honest. Like if we don't like something, we say why. We're not mean about it.
Right?
But I'm taking it to another level. Like I'm going to take one layer of niceness off of some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth. But it's still not going to be rude though.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Although some books probably deserve the rudeness.
Well, you can be rude, but not. I'm not going after anybody as a human and as a creator and all that.
Sure.
More about their work not being for me.
That's fair.
Right. And I might have opinions on other people's opinions
Right.
on some stuff. Be like, right?
Don't mind me.
She just turned around and was like, hey, everyone. See what I'm doing?
Ma'am.
There you go.
Man, she loves it. I've already started
Ooh.
writing in the journal. Oh, I even bought a nice pen. Okay, but like, was it a fountain pen? That's the real question, isn't it? Ma'am, are you seeing?
Cycle, you might be inspiring me. I might really do this. Whoa.
She scared herself. Did you see the tail? Just
Yeah,
fluff up.
I see it's puffy.
Girl, you're scaring yourself. All right, sorry. It's chaotic over here.
That's okay. I have if you want to hear a fun cat story.
Please.
I went to go pick up lunch with two of my friends at work, and we were on our way back. And a lot of New York City, like little delis and stuff, or bodegas, whatever, have cats in there. And we were walking by this one, and there's this adorable cat. It's mostly white and some black on it. It was like sitting close to the front window, like the glass, and and it was just sitting on the ground. And I, of course, me being me, I like kneel down and I'm like, so I'm like, and I was like, hi to baby. I'm like talking to it like it's a little baby. And it looked at me and it went, meow. And like it gave me the biggest meow. And we were hysterically
Aw,
laughing because it was like talking to me.
I love that.
It was so cute.
I
That's
love
all.
that.
That's
I
my
love
cute
a
cat
talkative
story.
cat. That's a Buffy.
Yeah.
That's a Buffy. I shouldn't have
That's
let her
all.
in here. Okay, Mara says we're gonna buy all the books. All
Oh,
right, Mara, let's go.
are you guys going to a show or are you guys just going to meet up for or
We're
both?
going to a show,
Okay.
but we've got to do some book time, Mara, right?
There's
Like,
time like to go
I
do
would
that. That's
hope there's
cool.
time before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mara, you guys gonna be there a little before? We haven't really talked about it. Let's talk about it live. I feel like I didn't read as much this year, but I was also busy raising a puppy.
Voracious, I forget. I'm sorry if you told us, but now I need to know all about your puppy.
Yeah, let's talk about your puppy.
How old's your puppy? What kind of puppy? Their
What's your
name?
puppy's name? Yeah,
Yeah, everything.
not that. My hatred of collected editions with no page numbers is exacerbated with Goodreads. As I went to update with page numbers, you can always do percentages though.
I know, but I prefer the page numbers too. I get it.
I do too, but you're not gonna always get them anymore.
I know. You're right. Might as well face reality.
Mara, stay strong. This will be our version of dry January. That's funny.
It's true.
Yeah,
I thought of that because the people at work are like, "Oh, it's dry January for me." I'm like, "All right." And I thought, but I'm like, I could do that.
make
with
this something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nothing beats a Lamy Safari. We both love Lamy Safari. Absolutely.
That's Kristen's love language you're talking there.
That's right. That is right.
I haven't used my Lamy in a while because I'm so into the stub nib. I'm sorry.
You can get a stub Lamy.
I understand
Let's
this,
go.
but I don't have one.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I have too many Lamy Safaris. Like, do I need all these colors? No.
Probably not.
But do I have them? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It's all right.
No fountain pens. That would be a barrier for me. I need it to be as easy as possible to keep up with. But they're so easy, and like, this little bottle of ink is gonna last me like a whole year, probably more than a year. Years.
And so is that one from?
So it's affordable. Yeah.
Is that from?
It is. Do I have several of them just lying about? Yes, I do.
I got to tell you, can we quickly? This is going to be a long show. I could tell. Can we quickly talk about the advent calendar madness that we endured?
Mary,
I can't handle that next year.
Mary, I'm not doing it. Yeah. If we do it, we're going to do it privately because I just don't even want to,
Okay, first off.
Right?
All right, I know this is like ridiculous, but I'm not talking about the book vent ones we did for each other.
I'm not either.
That was 100% fun.
Yes.
Everything. The other crap I bought. Yeah. I'm talking about the DC, like those mini pops, which I got to tell you, they were very cute. Some of them were very cute. I saved some, like the ones that are blatant Christmas ones, because I'll take them out as Christmas decorations. And then I bagged up the rest. Well, I asked him, I'm like, do any of your friends at work want any? And she took a couple. She's like, oh, yeah, so-and-so likes Batman. So she took a couple to take to her work friends. But the rest I bagged up. And in our complex, in one of the laundry rooms, like a lot of people put like free things there. So I put a bag of them. So, some kid like scored big on those. Mm-hmm. But anyway, then there was the, and the one you gave me was fun too.
I was going to say, I kind of put more nonsense on your plate though, didn't I?
Yeah, but if the nonsense was just the two things, but I added two more advent calendars to them.
Yeah.
The DC one, the box, cut my finger at one out of every other day.
Forget it.
Are you kidding me? And then the ink vent one, right? I have a pile of ink. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And that flimsy bleeping box.
Yeah.
I think this tissue box is a stronger box than the box that thing comes in. And it's $100-something.
Yeah.
Sorry to give our business out on what we spent on it, but
we got like good value out of it though. Like, it's a ton of ink. That ink could last us our lives. It probably will.
Well, you know what? It better, because I'm not buying one again.
Yeah, it is super fun. It was fun to do together.
Yeah.
but it became
Yeah.
too much. It became too much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I know that was a lot.
No, I get it. I totally get it. My dad's telling you what is on your TV, although it looks like
Oh,
it's
wait.
fixed itself. So
Now there's an ad on there.
nice. I found page numbers with comics can be arbitrary, Larry. Like a manga can be 400 pages, but you can read it in 30 minutes. It still matters, especially when you're referencing stuff. I think that's the big point of it.
Yeah, and Goodreads doesn't count. Does it count time spent reading? I don't think so.
I
It
mean,
just
it'll
counts.
show you like the day you start something and the day you finish something
Yeah.
and the time
Yeah.
for the updates, at least. Hello, Danny. What's up?
Danny.
Good to see you. So my dad has caused you to spend lots of money. I don't hear my wife about his channel because he reviews graphic novels, and a few days later, Amazon is dropping them off at my door. Be careful out
I know.
there.
We call you Kate. Is it KT? I mean,
KT?
KT? I feel like I'm possibly calling you Katie, but it's KT.
I haven't finished reading everything for my potential best of 2023 list yet. That's fun. Yeah, I still need to do mine.
Are you,
Mary, you and I talked about doing one with Reed, right? Sometime.
I was like, oh, are you doing one?
No.
I thought you scrapped it. Like,
I'm gonna do it at some point, but
all right.
I wanted you involved, and you know.
Let me know. Let me know.
All right, let's go. Right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Right now.
I couldn't do it. Lethal's getting a library card as a resolution this year. I don't think that's happening.
I don't believe it. Come on. It's not April Fool's.
I think this is a cycle being sassy like you want to be. It's not sassy. What, you know.
No,
in response to what you said.
I'm ready to be cycle level sassy. That's where I am.
Let's go. Let's all achieve that level of sassiness.
I'm going to start typing in caps.
Let's go.
My coworkers better watch out. I'm telling you.
I love this.
Thank you.
And listen, Catherine's over here bragging. Already read 3 books, have 3 others started. Catherine, you're not allowed to brag if you don't tell us what these books were. What 3 did you read? What 3 have you started? Please. And thanks.
You know we're nosy. So if you say something like that, we need everything.
Also, that's great.
Yeah. Nice job.
Good job. I have comic book issues from last year I haven't read yet. We get that. Today was Wednesday, meaning today? What's today, Wednesday? Meaning I have more books.
I'm reading that. I'm like, oh, yeah. I don't know what day. I don't know what day it is.
Mary, you seem very confident that it's Wednesday.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, so I mean, Letterboxd, there's tons of apps for that now, as well as TV.
Is that the one you started using again?
I started using the TV one, serialized, and then I forgot sometimes. So, but it is kind of fun to, especially if you're in like deep with a show that you're gonna come back to at some point, and you go like, where did I? And listen, the apps should remember, but when you're dealing with a crappy app like Paramount Plus that doesn't remember, it's a terrible app.
I have Alexander here. I'm going to see if I can pick him up, but we know how this goes.
Let's go. I'm ready for this. Love that. Yes, the cat was mooning everybody. That's right. Now she's cleaning her butt. You can't see it though. So
yeah, he just wants to stand here on his hind legs and he wants me to pet him. So he doesn't want to be on camera, I guess.
That's pretty much what Buffy was doing that whole time.
Yeah. But meanwhile, he's walking around in the background. Oh, well.
He's just going to show off in the background.
And by the way, it is still Christmas here.
Yes.
I'm proud of it.
Love it.
Come at me.
Look, when your tree looks that nice.
Thank you.
You shouldn't want to take it down.
I swear, I wish we had the kind of room where I could just wrap it in plastic and place it somewhere. But we have a tiny, tiny little storage area downstairs that we can use, and it's got to go in the box. So
understandable.
Yeah.
James is saying buy all the books. I'm planning to sell all the books this year. Not all of them, but most of them, actually.
And by the way,
I
back you 100%. And let's just tell the people, I am buying 4 Omnis from you.
Yes. Yes, she is. Yes.
So listen, people. If you're interested in any of Kristen's Omnis, she'll give you a good deal.
Let me know.
And I know I think Reed he more works in shipping and receiving over there in your house.
It's true.
He
But
packs
he's really good at it.
he
Yeah.
packs just like IST. So like get on it. And
Yeah.
anybody that has any opinions on Kristen selling her own belongings, you come see me.
Yeah. Let us know. We'll tell you what's up. I also have a lot of manga and a lot of trades and other nonsense. Am I going
Right.
to sell that at Essex County? No. But everything else,
Yeah.
let me know because I may.
I've sold some stuff recently too on eBay because like I also donated a lot of stuff to the library. I'm just if I'm not going to pick you up again, bye-bye. If I bought you foolishly and haven't read you yet, it's time to go. That's
Yep.
all. Nothing personal.
I need room. I need money.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you know?
Life comes a swinging, so
let's go. You know what? We hate reading now. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, it's fun.
Wait,
Let's see.
I know. I'm gonna wait. I'll wait.
No, go for it.
No, we should talk. It falls under the reading goals thing for later on. So
yeah, we'll touch on that.
Yeah.
She's now okay. The puppy finally 11 months. Black
Okay.
Labrador named Olive. Oh, love the name.
Labs are just awesome dogs.
Yeah, love that. Hello, friends. I finally made it to live. Love seeing you in the live. What's up?
Hey, Marissa. Good to see you.
Would it surprise you that I counted the pages for a couple of my updates? Yes, I am nutty. Yes, kind of a waste, but
Hey.
you know, good for you, Deb. I was gonna not buy as many books this month, but then I just ordered Epic Collections, so that flopped.
Yeah.
We've all been there. What's a Lamy Safari? That is a fountain pen.
It's a fountain pen.
The brand is Lamy. Safari is the type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Okay. Oh, first 6 months are hard. Payoff is amazing companion for hopefully many years. Love that.
Yeah, it's true. It is. When you first get a puppy, you're like, oh my God. Like, it's so much work.
I remember those days.
They're just like, I remember when we first got Alexander, there was a time when all of our bookshelves, everything was turned around facing the walls because he would just destroy and chew everything he could get his mouth on. This place looked insane. Everything was turned around. I'm like, I don't care, Kim. I'm like, I can't keep like just coming home to destroyed books. Like, it's got to stop.
Yeah, it's a lot. I get it. Buffy's chewed up some of my books too.
I know. She likes to chew like a puppy.
She loves chewing things like a dog. Although she has less teeth now, so maybe that's why it stopped.
Poor girl.
If either of you suggested Cat Massage Therapy Volume 1, thank you. Who do you think that could be?
Probably you.
Oh, okay. Is this in my already read since last show? Maybe it is. Yeah.
So we have a bit of a dilemma here,
and
I'm so sorry. Alexander has to go outside. It looks he's standing
like a situation.
A situation.
Go for it.
I am so sorry. I will be back.
Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
Soon as possible.
We got you.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, Cat Massage Therapy. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I love it so much. I've caught up to 3 volumes. I'll talk more about them later, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's so cute. It's just such a joy. Oh, just got back from Zine Night at the library. That is so cool. Your library system does Zine Night. That is awesome. I love that. Everyone in the chat needs to watch Saltburn. What's Saltburn? Do we know? Someone knows. You know, Elon. Could you tell me? Oh, Cycle's heard it's very shocking. Oh. I'll bring this back up when Mary's back, Cycle. Let's see. Never getting a library card ever. Thought so, Danny. Live your life. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it, you know? Um, today's Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, we figured it out too. It's okay. Okay, I want to be reading more, but I also just got sucked into Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and can't escape it. Another thing that I will bring up when Mary's back because she loves Real Housewives. Little known fact or known fact. I don't know. Letterboxd seems cool, but then I'd have to see other people's dumb and wrong opinions. Not if you, I think if you don't friend anyone, you don't see that. I think. Don't friend anyone. Alexander, yeah, I'm sure if that was from earlier, but he's got to go. I get it. He is a distinguished gentleman. You're correct. Everyone should read Sad Religion. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Danny. I love that you posted about it. Thank you for that. It was the best book I've read all year. Also, what else do you guys got? Oh, that's very, very lovely. I'm so glad. I got my first email about free books yesterday. Oh, yeah. Is that from the thing you won? Is that what that is? Love that. Okay, question. If when I buy more Omnis from you, okay, those don't count against my monthly book budget, right? If it's going to get you to buy some of these Omnis and out of my house, I'm going to say right. I feel like people could agree with that. Oh, now you want that Essex County hardcover because you said you won't sell it. People want it, apparently. But it's just not going to happen. Honestly, Kristen could hit millionaire status just by selling this Buffy library edition. Hayden, they are like, so much of me wishes I could go back in time and buy multiple copies of those. I'm like, what was I thinking that I only needed one copy of each one? Especially, obviously, the ones that are very, very expensive and hard to find. It's a bummer. I'll keep them forever, probably, but they're quite tempting. So many amazing books that aren't going to make my best of list. I almost don't want to even make one. Just make it like 100 book cycle. Just like go off the wall. Top 100 books of 2023. Let's go. Oh, Elon has dibs. You guys aren't getting it. Sorry. I'll Instagram you a little bit. Okay, Danny, let's go. Okay, here we go. Strawberry Shortcake Murder. Okay, 12 Slaves of Christmas. Was that fun? I also read Set the Record Straight. I think I've heard about that one. I love that. Currently reading I Was Here. Blueberry Muffin Murder. Love the foodie murder books. That's fun. And a graphic novel, Needle and Thread. I don't think I know that. I'll look that up. Thank you for that. My dog chewed a few of my books when he was a puppy, but not anymore. Yeah, Buffy's around. Buffy, you haven't. Hi, what's up? She hasn't chewed on a book in a while, so she's reformed. Okay, let's see. Books are blockaded from the pup. I made the mistake of trusting Buffy, and I thought she was done with her chewing book habit. And then I left 2 books on the nightstand, and then I came back, and they were destroyed. I mean, not destroyed. The corners are chewed up, and I have them right here. There's 2 of them. This is the worst of the 2. This is Castle in the Stars. She really just went to town on that corner. Like, it's pretty rough. But, still readable. It just clearly looks like a small animal with pointy teeth chewed on it because she did. So there's that. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Buff. Oh, I just started Sheets, and it's so good. Mara, you're making me and Buffy very happy. I love Sheets so much. That is so exciting. I love that you're doing that. Please tell me all your thoughts. Okay. Oh, I'm going to get a hardcover of The City of Brass as the first one and work my way through the... Okay. I know how to say that, but I can't right now. That's awesome. I've heard of that series. And City of Brass I've heard a lot about too. So I hope you like them. Let me know your thoughts after you read them. I love that you won that. That is like the coolest thing to win. What Batman I got? Let's see, not a lot. I have a sealed Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale Batman Omnibus. And I have some Batgirl and Catwoman. Oh, I also have the Batman Solo OHC, if you care about that. I do have Super Sons as well, the first printing, which I think is the superior printing, from what I hear. Okay, movie stuff. Finally started Legends and Lattes. Weirdly calming. Very enjoyable so far. That's what I hear from everybody. That's awesome. You're enjoying it. I need to do that this year. That is a plan of mine. Jessica, hello. Best Friday Eve ever. I'm glad you're here. Mary is out with Alexander. Buffy is here with me. You coming up? Yeah. She's been knocking things over. It's been a great time for her, hasn't it? Yeah, even Buffy cheered for Sheets. That's right. Mary doesn't return in 10 minutes. Should we call 911? Oh, she will. There she is, right when he says it.
You know, you can't make this stuff up. Come here, buddy. So he was telling me he needed to go out before. Remember, I was trying to like pick him up.
Oh, poor guy. Is he okay?
Well, I guess so. Right? Weren't we just talking about? Well, we were talking about having puppies, but
right.
Having pets.
Understandable. I gotta go back because there were some specific comments for you. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find them now.
Hi, Buff. She's looking at me.
Oh, Buffy, you looking? All right. Of course, now I can't find them.
That's okay.
Yeah. If you guys had comments for Mary, please send them again.
Please copy and paste them again.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Come on, buddy. Go in your chair. Come here. Go in your chair.
Oh, and Mara said she started Sheets.
Oh,
and she said it's so good. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Love that.
That's cool. Even Kim loves Sheets. She loves those books too.
I love that. I
really do think that's a story, really. Like, I truly feel that's an all ages story.
100%. Danny asked what Batman I have. Sorry, I don't have any that you don't already have, Danny. Sorry. Okay, I have read 4 picture books. Awesome. 2 volumes of Cat Massage Therapy and Memoir by Fern Brady called Strong Female Character. Interesting. Okay, I read a fiction book, similar title, but that's not the one. Okay, cool. Graphic memoir by Laura. Yeah, Messy Roots is great. And Latso. I've heard a lot about Latso. Latso? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm butchering that probably. That's okay. Awesome. Love that.
It's like Target.
Right. Doing Jade City at the moment. Can only learn one magic system at a time. Heard a lot of good things about that. Oh, hello, Cheese. I just read through volume 4. It was a lot better than I expected, and I was very surprised to find included the contents of the first comic that I ever read in it. Lots of weird feelings. That's lovely.
Nice.
Buffy mooning us. That's her thing. Now she's at least looking.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoopla really is fantastic. I'm reading and listening to all the things, Mara.
I am so happy about this.
We love to hear it. Love to hear it. Buffy, let's not. She's really thinking about jumping up there, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Don't.
Girl.
Do it.
Ma'am? I'm just going to move her over here. Okay. I think you were going to show Mary this from Cycle Leave. Mary's going to cycle level to she what she's in for. That's right. That was one.
Love it.
Buffy, what are we looking at here?
Everything.
She's really thinking about it. She put her foot on me. I'm currently reading Lights in Gaza by various Palestinian artists and People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Awesome.
It's very totally 2 different
very different choices. Yeah.
I like to read that way too, because if it's too close, you get, I don't know. blurred lines that way.
Love that. You should do a video about all the stuff you have for sale, and then we could all share it and make you some money. I think YouTube poo-poos that, unfortunately.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, there's something about selling stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Very grateful Mary taught me about bookmarking within Hoopla. I almost gave up on it.
Yeah. I still get frustrated sometimes with audiobooks and Hoopla. Even though I do the bookmarking, it's still, I don't know.
It's a bit clunky.
And I always make sure I keep up that I have the most updated version of it too. Yes, that's exactly what it means.
Yeah, let's go. Well, Mary, throughout all of that, I definitely forgot to download your reads again. So I'm going back to this email.
That's okay.
Okay, it's currently scanning for viruses. Here we go. Okay. All right. So do you want to start there?
Sure.
All right, I'll get them up in 1 second. Mary reads.
I definitely oh no, I remember now. I remember the two in there.
It'll upload one day.
I feel bad. He's sitting like right beside me now.
Oh, poor guy. Look at his nice little cover slide.
You know.
I love that. That is the perfect photo. Love it. Love it.
You know, got to represent the cats and the dogs. You know.
Yeah. Adorable.
All right. Listen, I read this on Hoopla. I know a lot of people are talking about this book. It's some people's favorite book of the year. Good on you. I was like so into it when I started. What a great concept. You know, basically everybody gets a wish. Every human, you get one genie, you get one wish. Yes, there are rules set in place. Basically, the genie has to, like, so to say, approve it. Really interesting concept, right? Because not everybody thinks ahead and thinks what their, like, how their wish could affect the rest of the world, their community, blah, blah, blah. But I just got to a point in the book where I was just like, get on with it already. And I just, so it kind of killed it for me. I didn't love it. Actually, I didn't even rate it. It was one of those ones I'm like, I don't even know what to rate it, because sometimes if I finish something, I'm like, oh, all right, well, there's something in that. I didn't even know.
I want you to throw 2 stars at it so bad. 1 even. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, it probably, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was like, I think this is more like, I couldn't give it 1, but yeah, I think it probably will end up being a 2. If I even go back and if I even care enough to go back and rate it, but I probably should, because then I will know how I felt about it. But again, if you loved it, great. But like, I hit a point where I'm like, come on, let's go.
I love an attitude about it, because all I hear is people talking about it. I'm like, I need an attitude about it.
Yeah.
Mary's going to give me an attitude about it. I love it.
Yeah. So that's that. That's where we landed with that.
You're aligned with Cheese, who says you've described how I've reacted to every Charles Soule collection that I've ever read.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, right? Like, some people prefer, I guess they like maybe his superhero stuff. Am I making that up? Does he write superhero stuff?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think that Swamp Thing collection he wrote some in that I have.
Okay. Yeah. So
back in Cycles Day, genies used to give 3 wishes.
Right? It's like down to 1 each now. Everybody gets 1.
Alexander deserves a treat.
I gave him a little one when we came in, but I'm like, because he seems to have an upset belly, I was afraid to give him too much. So I gave him a little one.
This is Batman's favorite slide yet. I agree. It is perfect. It is perfect. Yeah, glad to know Mary's not holding back already. We love it.
Yeah. There's a lot of that tonight.
I've read his Daredevil run.
Oh.
Charles Soule is an indie comics writer now. Is he? No more superheroes for him.
I see.
Buffy's protesting that.
Yeah, Buffy.
All right, here we go.
So I listened to this. I I know everybody can read. I'm not going to read that to you, but this is basically it's a work of fiction. But if you are into the Ted Bundy case, I would recommend this book for you. It takes on they don't even mention his name. It's you know it though, especially if you know the case. I've had a couple friends at work ask like if I thought they would enjoy it if number one, they're not really into true crime or they don't know about Ted Bundy or don't care about him, this or that. I do think this is for somebody that has some interest in the case. Otherwise, I don't know. Like, I think it's very emotional, and it only comes from the point of view of the women, their everyday lives, what they went through during all of the crimes, and it's very interesting. And I don't know. I go back and forth whether or not if I think somebody who isn't into the case or interested in the case would enjoy it. I just have a feeling they may think it's a little bit dry for them. But
Gotcha.
as somebody who does know about it, I did really enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. It's done in such an interesting way of hearing from the victims, but in a fictional story. I keep saying that as if victims are speaking. Oh boy,
Sorry.
that's okay.
She hit that mic.
So, yeah, Kristen, I'd be interested to hear, like, I know you've been wanting to check this out as well. So I'm interested to hear what you think.
Did you
I do
listen
think
to it?
I
Did you say
listened
that?
to it,
Okay.
and I do think you have to, oop. I heard that. Slap. I do think you really have to pay attention, though. I know sometimes when we're listening to audiobooks, we might be doing other things. You really have to pay attention. And I think no, I'm not trying to be hokey here. I think the book deserves that too, because it really is about how everything, how they survived. I just remember this one part where one of the girls has to like speak to one of the parents of one of the girls, and it punches you in the gut, because it's like the stuff you don't think about. As much true crime that we watch, read, and listen to, there's some aspects I'm like, I never even thought of that part, like having to go to a friend's house and talk to their parents and tell them what like what that would feel like,
Yeah.
So,
Sounds intense.
yeah. So, might not be for everybody, but if that sounded any bit interesting to you, I definitely would recommend it.
Jessica says Bright Young Women was so well done. I think it had empathy for the real survivors and victims while also telling the story in a context all women understand too well.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Also, Cheese, I think Cycle's point was 8 Billion Genies isn't an indie book. That's just my guess. Let's be sassy this year.
Oh, we're sassy.
Sassy. Do you ever give him Doggy Ben and Jerry's? China loves this stuff.
He hasn't had the Ben and Jerry's one, but he has had like doggy ice cream.
Like a puppuccino?
He has had a puppuccino once.
Cute.
Yeah.
Marissa has that on hold, and I'm really excited to read it.
Awesome.
Somehow told a fictional story while modeling real true crime telling ethics. Chris, I get followed by Buffy, so it's killing me. She loves it. Now she's just again staring up. Okay, she's chilling right now. She's chilling right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's your end of the slide. Okay,
that's it. I just said those two.
Look at you, ma'am. If you could just like stand there, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be neat?
She's having a good time tonight.
All right. We'll see how long I can do this. This weird arm thing. Oh, she really okay. All right, I could like rest my arm here. There we go. Cool, Buffy.
Does she ever do this? She's really acting up right now.
She does love being a shoulder cat.
Okay.
But this is a lot. I think this is extra. Yeah. Because I'm in here. I was behind a closed door. I opened it up. Reed's not feeling well, so he's upstairs in bed.
Oh, okay.
It's early, so that's weird, right?
Yeah.
So I think she's just like, I need attention. What's going on?
Aw.
Um, should I mention something I've read? Do you have some physical stuff there?
I have a lot.
Oh, say you want to go back and forth? Just
Sure.
okay,
You want me to you're gonna go, right? Because I just
sure.
did okay.
Well, and we mentioned, of course, cat massage therapy. I did get caught up on what's out, which is only 3 volumes. You guys look at it. It's so cute. It's so silly. It's all in color. Let's see if I can hold my arm like this and open. It's just adorable, and it is about these cats that run a massage therapy place. And these like overworked business people come and get massages from them.
Aw.
Sometimes the boss of like the business place loves cats, so he will bring in the cat massage therapist for the people. And I'm like, can you imagine? Like, I wish, I wish we could do that. It's just really cute and silly, and I love it. So, Marissa, I'm
Aw.
glad you're enjoying it too.
Awesome. I'm up.
Yeah, is your shoulder more comfy than your lap? Well, my lap's under a desk, so I think that's the issue right now. She really
All
is just straight.
Look at her. Let's see. Okay. This was in my book vent box from Kristen and Reed.
Ooh.
This was definitely a Reed
Uh-oh.
contribution.
Uh-oh.
And I hated it. This is okay. Putting the glasses on.
I know
first.
exactly which one you're gonna say.
This is by Joan Cornella. It's called, I guess it's Mox Knox.
Who knows, really?
Here comes Cycle. He's like, oh, I love Mox Knox.
Probably. Just like Reed.
Let me I'm just gonna okay.
Should I make you big?
Let me give you we'll do like a little story time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So just to give you the visual. Okay, so there's a man stuck in the ground, I'm assuming. He has a sandwich. There's another man who's in a car accident behind him. He begins to crawl across the lawn to the man with the sandwich who's stuck in the ground. Apparently, the man that was in the accident has lost the lower part of his body and most of his other arm. He's got one arm left. He approaches the man stuck in the ground with the sandwich, and the man with the sandwich offers him half.
That's just kind, Mary. I don't know.
What in the world? And the rest of the stories go on like this. Okay, I'll have to cover up part of this story.
Uh-oh.
Oh. We're talking about this one.
I remember Reed showing me this one.
Oh, there's a man in the shower. There's some goo that comes out of the shower. He goes and follows the extension that goes outside. He climbs out the window with the goo all over him, and he realizes that it's coming from this animal, and that tube is connected to his wee-wee.
It's
okay.
Wee-wee. All right, Cycle.
Reed. I thought you liked me, Reed.
Oh, what's so funny is that last one. Reed was like, I'm going to send this to Mary, and then just shows it to me. And I was like, Reed, she's going to hate you so much. And he's like, I know, it's going to be so funny. So he was aware.
I know. I was cracking up. But I'm like, I'll read it. Cycle's like, yeah, that's classic.
Yeah, Reed was into it. And he's like, I need to give it to Mary.
I mean, and the stories just go on and on like that. I mean, that's, yeah.
Ray's just like, what the? Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What about the PPP? I'm sure there's some PPP in there.
Yeah, I'm sure there was too.
Limbs lost per page, 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Rumor has it Cycle actually wrote it. He's munching on the rest of that sandwich now.
I mean, at least there was some generosity in that story, you know? He's stuck in the ground. He's like, hey, you want half my sandwich?
People know this looks like a Cycle book. Maybe Mary would like Werewolf Jones and Sons. Would you, Mary?
I have no idea. Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, my dad is telling Elon that Buffy loves shoulder perching. She will even cross from one person's shoulder to another. That is true.
Oh, that's cute. Hang on, I'm just look. Okay, we're all right. If you guys see Alexander
he's
on the
okay.
move, let me know.
Okay. This is the first thing I read this year, so I'm not going in order because nobody got time for that.
Okay.
Although I will show Cat Massage Therapy, Volume 3, which is
Aw.
oddly nicely chunkier than the other one. Isn't that interesting?
Ooh.
I don't know. Was it? I was like, was that the final volume? I don't think so. No, I think there's more. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Okay, I'm sorry. Scrooge McDuck, The Dragon of Glasgow. This is one of those like oversized Fantagraphic books, but they're thin, from some European artists. I think the art in here is quite beautiful. I really like the
Gorgeous.
cartooning. Yeah. And the story itself was great too. It really tells the tale of Scrooge when he was younger, loving the theater.
Aw.
Oh. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Gave it a 5 out of 5.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, I read some single issues. Who am I?
Real quick, good night, Catherine
Aw,
and Mara.
night.
Good to see you all. Sorry.
They're so busy doing projects at home and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
next week, let's ask for Catherine's new channel, new TikTok account.
Ooh, yeah.
All like the DIY.
It looks so cool.
Yeah. 'Cause that's why they go to bed early. They're so tired.
Yep,
They're always
doing all
doing
the things.
projects.
Yeah. Going
so
everywhere, doing all the things.
I read. I should just keep my glasses on. Sorry. I read 2 issues of Second Coming.
Look at you, single issue queen. She's back.
Yeah, I was in a different town that I'm not normally in, and I saw a comic book shop. So I went in, and I knew it was there. It's just at their new location, and I was like, let me go look around. And I love a good to any local comic book shops who care, who might even ever hear this from me. If you wrap up a nice set of single issues and put like a good price on it, I'm a sucker for that. And I had been hearing about this book, so I was like, let me check it out. So basically, there's this like superhero guy, can't remember his name. Oh well. And as you could see, he ends up becoming buds with Jesus. And so basically, it is and it's on Ahoy Comics. And let me give you the creators. Mark Russell. And the artist is Richard Pace. So basically, Jesus gets sent down to Earth. I don't want to get too much into it because I do feel like it's a good book to go into sort of blind. But if this sounds good to you, both God and Jesus are written in such a way that makes them so human. I can't tell you how many times I've actually laughed about God, like. And here's the thing, I want to be careful because I know everybody views religion differently, and I don't want to be disrespectful. But basically, God is like annoyed at Jesus. He's like, the last time you were down there, you really messed up. You got like crucified, like, and he like wants him to go back, But he ends up having like this friendship, and there's a good like I would say friendship between the two as far as like learning from each other, kind of like dealing with how the world currently is, and then learning how to do things differently. I feel like this is a book that Reed would really enjoy, and you would really enjoy too. I mean, I basically have the equivalent of the single issues of the first trade. I think there are only 2 out, and I've only read the first 2 issues. But I'm really enjoying it so far. It's just different from anything else that I've ever read. And I can't tell you the amount of times I've laughed, but maybe I should show some of the art, huh?
That sounds fun.
It's really fun.
I know Ahoy Comics was at Heroes. They're the ones that made me read or buy those Captain Ginger comics.
Yes. So that's some of the art, just so you get an idea. It's very fun. So that sounds good to you.
Awesome. My dad wants me to take you to this kind of local comic guy who has a ton of those like single issues
Oh,
packed
yeah?
up. Yeah,
Okay.
it is fun. It's definitely fun.
Okay, Jesus.
Okay, Jesus, love that. I read Woods by Mike Freiheit. Freiheit.
Sure.
Sure. Birdcage Bottom Books put this out. I got it directly from Mike on his store in so check him out.
Nice.
And this thing was intense. It is a horror comic. He put a nice little doodle in there for me too. We love that. We love a
Oh,
doodle.
cool. Oh, yeah, that's great.
This is set during the pandemic, so some people don't want to read about that time, understandably, but just a
Sure.
heads up, it is in the, I want to say the rural South. From what I can tell, I don't think they had a specific area, but basically it's about this couple, and the wife has a mental break,
Oh,
essentially, and they're both very much like, "Hey, we're tired of the nonsense happening around here. Let's go to the woods. Let's get away from everyone and all of
sure.
the stupidity happening, and let's go to the woods and live there." And that's basically what they do. Um, the wife keeps seeing like this wolf in the woods, and her husband thinks she's hallucinating because of her
Mm,
prior breakdown, understandably. And is it real? Is it not? There's a lot of that.
okay.
I had a good time with it. I think it was intense. I think it still left questions at the end, but I still really enjoyed it. And I don't typically love that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, it was a good time. So totally recommend it.
Nice.
If you want a good indie comic, this one is indie.
Are you, keeping that or are you getting rid of it?
I'm keeping it.
Oh,
My
okay.
name is in it. I mean, it's hard to
Well
get rid of those, right?
well, I know, but we both have plenty books that have other people's names in them, right?
That is true. That is true.
Sometimes,
Yeah. But
I hear you, though.
I think I would revisit it.
That's
So
cool.
yeah.
All right, the next one, I wanna start with an apology to your dad because I know he loved the book,
Ooh, I can't wait.
and I never wanna upset Larry. Love Larry. Okay,
I can't wait.
okay. I read Night
Let's
Fever.
go.
Let's go. I read Night Fever. Off the bat, I wanna say I didn't rate it on Goodreads because I didn't know yet, it's like one of those ones I wanted to process. Listen,
Read it now. Read it now.
I read the whole thing, I wanted to finish it, it didn't drag for me. I just I know Ed Brubaker is everybody's, lord pretty much in our comic book community for the
Okay,
most part,
Jesus.
and cool. I wanna say this first. I never go into a book not wanting to like it. I spend my time reading this stuff. I wanna like it. I wanna love it, ideally, but anyway, that's not possible. So anyway, listen, I read it. I just I don't know. You ever read something, you're like, "What am I not getting that everybody else is loving so much?" I almost feel like I'm missing something. You know what I mean? So, anyway, listen, I mean, I could show some you don't have to make me big. Everybody knows the art. Everybody knows this team of Brubaker and Phillips. And, I don't know, I'm just maybe thinking, like, maybe this stuff just isn't for me. Like, I don't think it's anything that's, like, original in a sense, and I don't mean that as a knock. Like if you like this, like, oh well, I don't find it original, but if I'm being honest, I don't. And there's like I want to tell. I don't know who's creating the story or who's if it's Brubaker or more so if it's Phillips who's drawing it. Like the sassy time moments. You know, I, I want to say like what the 2 of you or the one whoever's doing it more so, whoever's the larger influence in these books, you can go get porn on the web. Like, I I find it gratuitous in these books. And I don't know why. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this. I don't need to put disclaimers on my opinions, but, like, I just don't find it necessary the way it's drawn. I won't show it. I won't put this up on your channel here, but there's a point where there's like two, like these, what do you call them? What? Wait, hang on. Anadr- Animatronic dolls, and they're getting it on. And I'm just like, what is the point? I get it. They're supposed to be at this party. There's lots, it's a rich party. There's all this stuff. And there's just some scenes where it's like, we get it. We know what people doing it looks like. Like, and sometimes it fits the story perfectly. And you're like, yep, like you have to show it in order to, to get the story across. And other times I'm reading this stuff and I'm like, dude, you're showing this because like dudes are reading this being like, yeah, man, look at them, look at him doing her. Sex, yeah. And I'm just like, bye. Like, I can't take it. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I'm I see Jessica's comment and I was gonna go there. I remember saying to Kristen, I'm like, yeah, large chunk of this book's already been done. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. Tom Cruise was in it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's so funny you say that because I said something so similar to that. Um, uh-oh. Oh, okay, okay. Listen, I will just say, you guys, you saw it in the chat. Kristen asked me to check the private chat. We both have things going on in our homes, and we're rolling with life tonight. That's all. All right, what's Larry? I always respect Larry's opinions too. Totally, totally. But I'm telling you, Larry, I'm just thinking like, we get it. Like, it's almost like if I told like if I had this really interesting story from work, like I could tell you, like, I just think there's a creative way to do some stuff. And I don't mean artsy fartsy. I just think sometimes they just do things. It's just so like, here we go. Let me see. Yep, they're doing it. Ooh, they're getting it on in public. Ooh, that's so risque. Never heard of that. I don't know. I know I sound like a little creep right now, but my point is I'm thinking maybe, and listen, here's the thing. If anybody noticed, I got this from the library. And I was obviously curious enough to read it, and so many people that I respect are enjoying this stuff. I'm like, well, all right, I'm gonna check it out. Cause like, and it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop reading Brubaker and Phillips stuff. Because, you know, when so many people like something and nobody bring up that's why I should watch Schitt's Creek. I don't want to hear it. I'm not gonna watch it. Stop.
Mary. Had to unmute for that.
So I didn't rate it yet. I don't know. It's probably like a 2 for me. That's what happened. There we are.
I can unmute for a little bit at least. She did the thing. We preach to the choir. We have to bring up the positive comments for this, of course. 100%. Mary, it's them who are wrong, Cycle says. They should be wondering what we are seeing. That thing Mary just said, that was me with the show Mad Men. There was just something about the show I didn't get, and everyone else seemingly loved it.
You know what's funny? Kim started to watch, like she binged it like years later, and I would pop in and yeah, I can, not that I watched a lot of it, but I watched some episodes, and it did draw you in. But then it was like, and I get it, it's representing a very specific time, but again, it's like, you know,
Yeah, I didn't watch it either, but when I would see like any clip of it, I'm like, why would you want to
yeah,
revisit the time? I'm just like, I don't
yeah.
understand the point.
Like, I was interested in more of, like, the business of that time, like, I did find some of that kinda cool, but yeah, that is a great, great comparison, and, like, I'm somebody that I don't know, this may be weird that I'm bringing this up this way, but, like, I think I said to you, Chris, that I'm like, I would love to see, and I know they have obviously the ability, Brubaker and Phillips, like, there's a way to, like, draw and write about a really freaking sexy woman in a certain way that lets your mind do some of that, like, let your mind do its thing and wander a little and have some, like, imagination and, like, wonder. Nope, there's all the goodies right there to see. It's like, yes, that's a way sometimes, but, like, what if that same woman had, like, a robe on, like a fancy, beautiful robe, like, draped over her? Wouldn't that be just as, like, appealing at times? Nope. It's like, "Wee! The robe's wide open and hanging off the fan."
Wee!
Yeah.
I like your way of putting that. Jessica said the only spectacles I want are on Mary's face as she reads me the sandwich book. That's funny. My new thing that irks me is Brubaker has been saying in his newsletter with every book how different this one is for them.
Yeah.
My dad respects your opinion.
Thanks, Larry, and I respect yours too.
He doesn't respect mine.
Yes, he does.
I question it.
He
If
does,
I
but
said
you
that to him in person, he'd be like,
yeah.
"You're wrong."
Yeah, but you 2 have that's your
Yeah, I
thing.
guess.
Like you say, that's your love language.
This is Mary's Roy Thomas. Go off, Mary. People love it. People love
Thank
it.
you.
I have one question, putting
You
aside the sex
you could ask
nudity.
more than one.
Yeah, you can ask all of them. Did you like the moral of the story with the ending and all at all?
You mean, like, thinking about, like, what you've done with your life kinda thing? Uh,
Mary's like, "No."
I mean, I do see it, but, if a book doesn't hit you at the right like, I couldn't get past the, like, "Here we go again" stuff. It's not that I didn't see it. I don't
Also,
know.
like, listen, I haven't read Night Fever yet. Now I'm going to.
I will tell you, it's a quick read.
We love a quick read.
Yeah.
Um, but Cycle saying I'm starting to wonder if Brubaker thinks every book ever created is different. Makes me laugh. But also, like, you and I both, when we read Where the Body Was,
Yeah, it's
get out of here with that. Like, there are people like, this is one of my favorite reads of the year. I'm like, what's happening? I mean, it came out this year, but like,
yeah,
what are we doing?
I know.
Don't understand it. Um, this is a typical crime novel featuring tried and true tropes, but this time it has a different plot than the previous book. You'll never expect a crime book from Brubaker Phillips. I think that's the thing too. For my dad to be like, "Did you like the moral at the end?" I'm like, "Oh, I bet I can guess what it was."
Yeah. But you know what? I don't know, when I'll add on to, some of this when I talk about the stuff I'm currently reading. Sometimes I think it's when what creator, what writer, whether it's comic books, prose, whatever, that you started with, and then that's kind of like who you run with, right? Um, you know, little spoiler, like, I went back to, like, a reread from, like, a series I started reading, like, right out of college, and I gotta tell you, I damn well know it's nothing like, you know, like, groundbreaking or anything, but I am just, like, so attached to it because it was actually the, uh the series that got me back into reading after college. Because when you're in college, it's like all your reading that you do is for a class, and it's like it really made me hate reading. I was, like, the worst student because of that, like, I just didn't I hate even to this day, like, I hate being told, like, I have to read something. So that's like I'm the worst person to be in a book club because if I'm told I have to read something by a certain time, that's why Kristen and I never do, if you notice, we never do, like, book reviews together, um, because, I love watching hers that she does on other channels and, all of our friends in the YouTube community who do book reviews, like, I watch them all, but, like, if I have to read something by deadline, I just don't wanna do it. So, my point is, like, when I talk about the prose that I'm reading now, I can kinda go back to this and talk about, like, maybe Larry, for you, like, Brubaker and Phillips were, like, um, one of the, like, crime noir, like, a duo that you first started reading and fell in love with, so you're gonna always probably appreciate that, and be psyched when they have new stuff coming out. Um, so, you know what I mean? I don't know if any of that made sense. It's kind of like a long road to get to say, like, I do think it starts with what you first came across, and then you kind of attach to it. Like, for me, it's like 80s music. Like, that's always gonna be my jam. It's always what's gonna, like, brighten my day and make me smile, and I know every word. Doesn't matter if, like, the greatest album comes out tomorrow. I'm always gonna say, like, for me, the '80s is the best because that's what I first attached to. So, yes, William, I do hate homework, very much so.
Don't we all hate homework though?
Yeah, I was saying, like, if everybody notices, like, we don't do, like, book reviews together because I was like, I'm the worst at, like, having to read something that has a deadline on it, you know? So, Why don't I'll keep going because I know you have to be on mute, but maybe I'll keep going with my reads. Cool. I read, this is also, so far, I should probably mention this. So Night Fever and Blue Book, this is also from the library. So this is Blue Book by Tinian, and the art is by Michael Avon Oming. This art, I tell you, I mean, look at the first chapter, like, look at that art. So this is based from I believe it was the 60s, about a UFO abduction. This is a nonfiction. Um, we always laugh, right? It's like we borrow something from the library, and now I love this book so much. I read it in one. Not that it's long. I mean, it's a short book, but I read it in one sitting. I loved it so much. I found it so interesting. It was written so well, and so you're hearing this account of this couple that went through what they believe to be a UFO abduction, and it's like they are out, they're coming back from a vacation, and everybody that I've heard talk about this book also mentions, like, there's a lot of documentaries and stuff about it. Like your dad mentioned he remembers, like, a TV movie that he saw with James Earl Jones in it and stuff. There's so many, like, other things I might watch. Like, I think there was a documentary on Max. I already, like, saved it to my list because I kind of want to know more now. And I think there's even a lot of stuff on YouTube. Let me grab the people's actual names. What is wrong with me? Why can't I find this right away? Oh, Betty and Barney Hill are the names. And if that sounds at all interesting, the art is real. I just love the art in this book so much too. So I don't think it matters if you're like, I don't believe in UFOs or whatever. I just think to hear their story, um, and the way this book is done, I think you could be interested in it either way, if that's your jam or not. Um, so yeah, so like I said, got it from the library, but I really do think I'm going to end up picking up a copy. Especially, maybe this is one I should wait, right, and see if they do like a hardcover. I'm going to be like you, Larry, and wait for the hardcover. Let's see. Mary, have you seen Into the Night or After Hours? If so, do you see the similarities to Night Fever? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen those, Larry. Noir Wolf, I finished Clan of the Cave Bear last night, something I have intended to read my entire adult life and loved it. Fighting the urge to jump directly into book 2 of the series. Just do it. Jump in. I love that with series. Um, I noticed that, and Larry says, I noticed that Blue Book is like a part 1. You know what? I noticed that too. And I did, yeah, here it says volume 1. I noticed that too, and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it says on the back. Oh, and this is on Dark Horse. Says collects the Dark Horse comic series Blue Book number 1 through 5. So I guess there is more. I don't know what they'll do next. Because this kind of wraps, Oh, I do have to say, like, in the back, I've become this person that loves looking. I never used to care about this stuff. I want to make sure I don't spoil anything. I never used to care about covers of all the covers that came out on the single issues, but now I care about this stuff. But these are, like, all amazing. So there's one more. Right? Aren't these cool? I think I just love the color palettes on all these. Oh, yeah, you think, Larry? So Larry said maybe other Project Blue Book case files. I would love that. If they're written like this and done in this style, I don't know if they'd have different creators come in and do them, but I would love that. I would really be into that. But we'll see. Maybe that's maybe that's gonna be it. Hello.
Sorry about that.
Listen,
situation.
We're here for each other. I was just carrying on about Blue Book. Kristen, call your library. Call your library tonight.
It's on Hoopla, I'm sure.
I know, but I'm me. I'm this, like, I want to read. I'm somewhere in between being Miss Hoopla and Larry. Like, I want to read the physical copy.
I bet it is at my library though, physically, yeah.
Because I really think you'll like. I just love the art so much. Like
That's is that Tinian?
yeah. Um,
We love
it
Tinian.
it real it and he has written this like just perfectly. So
Love that.
if you need time, I can keep going. So
I think we're okay for now. Thank you.
okay,
Though.
you're welcome.
Rita's not doing great, so
Oh,
but he's trying to lay down now.
okay.
I told him I was like, "You need me to leave." He's like,
I
"No."
know.
I'm like, "Okay," but I had to bring him
Aw.
some pills and stuff. Yeah.
Aw.
Okay, so that's the situation, everybody. Sorry, Reed's sick.
Reed's sick. Alexander's sick.
Everybody's sick. All of the people. Hey, at least you're finally not sick, right? And I'm feeling good too. So
Hey, let's run with
somebody's
it.
gotta. Okay, some silly manga, silly times. I married my female friend. Listen,
Kristen.
listen. It was so silly, and I had Second and Charles store credit that I was like, I have to.
That's what that's for.
That's what that's for. This is by the same creator behind Donuts Under a Crescent Moon, which I really liked. So it is about, get this, two friends who make a marriage pact. And if they're not married in 5 years, they're going to marry each other. So that's what happens. But they're friends. But so they move in together, they're legally married, but they're friends. So they're trying to navigate that. And what that means. Is it confusing? Absolutely. One of them is a writer who decides to write a column about marrying her best friend. Are they going to fall in love? I would think so. Did it happen in this volume? Maybe not, but it was fun. And I was like, this is silly, and I want to read more of it. So that's how I felt.
Okay. All right.
Listen. I like what I like.
You like what you like. And listen, I feel between the two of us, we cover like a lot of different types of books. I do find that that's very cool.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Glad.
Oh, everybody's hoping that Reed feels better.
I will definitely tell him. Thank you so much. To hear that manga has a very short title compared to what Kristen normally reads,
That's a good point.
Kind of, yeah.
Nice.
So you didn't get past Blue Book, yeah?
No, I didn't get past. I was talking.
I just wanted to make sure I'm not gonna.
I
didn't want to skip you or anything.
On and on and on about it. So.
I love that.
All right. I read since you're talking manga, I'll do a manga. Volume 15 of Blood on the Tracks.
I need to get caught up.
I read this a bit ago right before I got sick. So don't mind me. I'm just sort of flipping through. This book, at first I was like, okay, where are they going? Like you gotta like start to either wrap up or throw a new twist and all this. And then the ending, I'm like, okay, there's the twist. So this story, we say the same thing every time. What are we supposed to say about a volume 15 in a series? Because you can't you're gonna risk spoiling something, but I can say, basically it's about this. The most screwed up relationship between a mother and son that you could possibly think of. This is horror manga. Not that I'm some horror manga expert, but I would guess this is right up there with probably one of the best twisted, jacked up, messed up stories that's out there.
Yeah.
It is the only series of any kind that I'm like, right? I tell you, Kristen, I'm at Barnes & Noble. I'm at whatever bookstore I can get myself into the week that it comes out. That's new for me. So
yeah.
Also,
is that the only physical copy you have now?
Yeah, because I sent you 14, didn't I?
You did. I love it.
Baby. But I'm like, I have to read it. I don't care. Whatever I got to do.
Mary, when you're done with 15, if you...
You want
it? I mean, it would go with my 14 quite well.
All right, I'll send it in your next box.
Oh, Mary, you're the best. You're the best. Oh, do y'all read Blood on the Tracks? News to me.
Jessica's being a comedian.
Sassy. Rockin' reads a warrior. I'm sure he'll be fresh as a daisy in no time. That's very sweet.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
all right. He's got to get through it.
Yep, it happens. So I, at the end of the year, got caught up on this series, which is now ended, and I'm sad.
Oh,
And that is X Yakuza Stray Kitten. It was only 4 volumes,
oh,
but I love
that's
how
a
it ended.
that's a great 4-volume
4
manga.
volumes? Come on,
That's perfect.
Mary. It was super cute though. Listen, obviously I had to read it. Look at this cat.
Yeah.
I loved it. I could have read a million more volumes, but I was kind of like, oh, I do like that. It's only 4. We're done.
Yeah.
Move on with our life. It was a good time. So
I got
definitely
you.
recommend these. I read the first 6 volumes of Blood on the Tracks. I got frustrated waiting for things to happen.
I totally get that. And if this was in a novel or something, I'd be like, come on. But since it's since it's a manga and the art I think is pretty cool and it's just twisted. I can totally see what you mean though, because there are moments where you're like, how could this get more twisty?
Yeah, and I'm kind of considering going back through them because it's
Yeah.
been a bit since I read those last.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not
I'm
a
a
bad
few volumes
idea.
behind. So and they're so fast.
Yeah.
They make me
Yeah.
feel like I'm a fast reader.
You
know what I
are a
mean?
fast reader.
Thank you so much. Some people can just you know what I'm saying, and they're done.
Oh,
And I'm just
Maddie,
like,
you mean?
how? Yes, I do mean Maddie. How'd you know?
Maddie's like, I read 8 volumes of the 20 volume romance I'm reading about vampires and fairies. And my favorite character was the fairy spider. And yeah,
Yeah. And she's like, I read all of those yesterday.
yeah, and like
I'm
she'll
like, how do you do this?
yeah, she'll be in the chat like, oh yeah, I love that character. So like she retains it,
Yeah.
all the power to
Not
her.
me. Can't
I can't.
relate.
Yeah, me. I'm like, oh yeah, I love this book. I can't remember the lead character's name, but yeah, I loved it.
Same. Who are those characters' names in that book? I have no idea.
I'm like, there's this one guy,
The
and
main guy.
he works at a bookstore, and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Same.
Yep. All
No
right.
idea.
I don't know if Danny is still here, but he was on my back on Instagram about loving the end of this.
Uh-oh.
No, just kidding. We had some banter. It was fun. So I finally read Do a Power Bomb
Nice.
by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. I this might not be the reaction that people might expect out of me. I loved this book. I couldn't put it down. I love the story. It does not matter if you give a blank about wrestling or not. It's like, you know how some people say like about The Walking Dead, it's not about the zombies. It's about the community. It's about the friendships. That's what I would say about this. Yes, it's based around wrestling, but it's about family, heart. I just felt this book had so much heart. Danny didn't like the ending. He thought it was hokey. I love the ending. I almost, believe it or not, I almost cried in this story. There's some stuff about family in here about, mother-daughter relationship, relationship um, with her father. Um, just like when you think I'm sure everybody goes through this in their families. Like sometimes you think a family member so well, you're like, oh, and then you realize you are so wrong, because you don't realize what they've gone through in their own lives because we think we know everything. But anyway, I don't want to even say too much because I did go into this blind. And from the library, this is what I do now. Proud of myself. Great art. Let me find some art to share. I mean, look, there's like wrestling orangutans. I mean, come on, everyone. Don't you want this in your life? Anyway, um, I really, really love this book, and it's one of those, like Blue Book, I'm like, "Damn it, now I want a physical copy." Does anybody kn Oh, look at that. Does anybody know if this is, like, gonna get a hardcover? Probably, right? Alright, Danny. I have fun, going back and forth on Instagram with you. You make me laugh. So, that's what happened. Love this book. For Blue Book and do a power bomb, I'm gonna wait for deluxe editions to come out in hardcovers. So, we'll see. Love the library. I really am going to I feel like you're great at going to the library, Kristen. I'm, like, okay at it. I wanna be great at it in 2024. So, that's that. Want me to go again? Okay. Apparently I am on a Daniel Warren Johnson roll here because I also read Dead Earth. This thing these, Black Label, correct me if I'm wrong, because 'cause I'm not really sure, are they all this size? Because I love the size of these books. Um, I don't claim to be some huge Wonder Woman fan, but I love this book. Look at this art. Um, I did really love this book. Great story. Doesn't matter if you know jack bleep about Wonder Woman. Um, you it's interesting. There are times in this where I was like, I was really feeling for, oh wait, what's the Comic Slayer saying? The Comic Slayer says, "This is the only Wonder Woman book I have read, and it's great." Wow. Wow. Comic Slayer. She has thoughts. Um, wow, Superman's in this too. So for Kristen to say, I mean, she's gonna be like, "It's not a Superman book." Yeah, we know, we know. Um So I know I'm not doing a great job at explaining. Basically, Wonder Woman is she wakes up in this world like what the f happened, and it's basically her finding out what happened, and she is quite shocked on why the Earth is in the state that it's in. And I you know what I did really enjoy though the length of the story is like perfect. I felt sometimes I don't know. I don't claim to be some big superhero girl, but I do like some of it. Sometimes it gets like too thick in the weeds, and I just feel like this kind of story is the type I love. Like a compact story, packs a punch. If you're interested at all in Wonder Woman and hearing a different take, I would say check it out. But I think I gave it like 4 stars, so happy about that. I don't know if I would need a copy of this in my library though. Do you have one, Kristen? One. Here she goes in the chat. This comic slayer is so active in the chat tonight. Oh, Reed does. Oh, because Reed just, I am a little annoyed now that I didn't dislike Daniel Warren Johnson, but I didn't read any of his work, and now I'm like zipping through it all, and I really like it. But there'll be other cons, right? You want me to keep going? Oh, guys, I'm not paying attention. I am not paying attention. Um, Totally up to you, Kristen. I mean, I have like a couple that sorry guys, I don't like to leave people in hanging in the basically I read Kristen's just like let me know. She basically said, "Let me know if this is annoying and we can like wrap up next week." So, um you want me to just I have 3 books here and I could just quickly say, "You want me to do that?" Do that? Okay, cool. And then maybe who knows, maybe you'll be able to come in and like say a blip or something. So the series I was talking about that when I left college, right out of college, I started reading. I know some people hate them. I don't give a crap. Uh, I started reading James Patterson again. When I was first out of college, I started reading the Alex Cross detective series. And then this is the Women's Murder Club, and they all have titles with, numbers in them. So I started First to Die, and I have like only a little bit left to go. It has like kickstarted my I kind of fell out of actually reading physical prose for a little bit there. I was listening to a lot of audiobooks, but like if I started the physical copy, I'd lean on the audiobook more, and which I love doing as well. But I don't know. I mean, his writing is like Larry, this is what I was talking about. Like for me, this was like the first author that I started reading like these like murder mystery stuff. So these stories are like I'm like attached to a little bit. But it's been so long, so now I'm reading them again, and it's like I remember the main characters, but I don't remember the storyline. So it's been super fun for me. Like I'm at work thinking like, oh, I want to go to lunch, but like, oh, my friends are probably going to want to have lunch. I just would love to sit and read my book while I eat. You know, like that feeling of, oh, I can't wait to get back to my book. And that's exactly what's happening since I picked this back up. So I'm all in. You know, like um I love that feeling.
That's awesome.
Thank you. So quickly going into what, and that's the thing too, like in 2024, like I know I'm never good at saying like what I might read next week or, before our next show. And that's probably going to continue because that's who I am. But I'm probably going to finish First to Die like before the weekend truly hits. And since it'll be a 3-day weekend because we have off Monday, I plan on picking up Second Chance. Oh, and by the way, real quick, I know some people hate mass market paperbacks, but I realized I love them. I throw them in
You're the
the
best.
bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care. Oh, it's my special edition. It's gonna get ruined in my bag. I need a special hold. No. Look at this. Like, ready? If everybody's gonna die. Look at it. I don't care. I'm gonna break the spine. Who
It's the
cares?
best.
Who cares?
It's the best. You can get it for so cheap.
Yeah. This was, and I got
Yes.
10% off at least at Barnes& Noble. This was $8.99 list. I
Can I
paid
ask real quick?
Yeah.
I think I could be off mute for a little bit. So First to Die, Second Chance, how many are there?
I think it might go up into like the teens.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just wonder how they're gonna keep up the titles.
Yeah, I think the next one's Third Degree or something. I'm probably gonna
Did you read them all back then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know if I actually finished the series though, because I had to see when it ended. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. And then the only other there's a short story I'm interested in. I was excited because I've had this on my shelf forever. This is the collection of short stories by Ernest Hemingway and a YouTube channel that I follow, Codex Cantina. They were talking about a story in here called The Killers. And I started watching their video and I'm like, you know what, Mary, you have all these like collections on your shelf. Like, why don't, obviously I was like, why don't I see if I have it? And obviously I do because it says the complete short stories. So I plan on reading the little short story out of here. So I kind of like paused their video because I didn't want to ruin it for myself.
That looks
But
quite floppy.
it is floppy. You
We
would
love a big flopper. Oh,
look at this. And
love
it's
it.
so light.
Love that.
So I'd love to start like, reading all these cute little collections I keep getting. So oh, what's this? Hills Like White Elephants and oh, okay. Awesome. Then I'll check
Love
out that
that.
one too. Thank
Also,
you.
you are doing great, Mary.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we're safe right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I ran out of stuff, so
Okay, sweet.
go, 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 go.
I was gonna say, I think I can get through mine, and then we may just have to cut it because I know that's maybe annoying for people watching too. I apologize. Mimi's Tales of Horror.
Oh, you read it?
The Ito book. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Of course, it was another short story collection. They all dealt with Mimi though. Yeah, so it was all like this character Mimi dealing with Tales of Horror. What more can I say? I can't really like give away plot points necessarily. There were a lot of fun ones, just like Ito does. They were all weird, and I'm gonna keep picking all of them up. That's what you do, you know?
Yep, yep.
It's what we do. It's what I do. I read Ish, which is by Silver Sprocket. This is one that's in Reed's collection. He has not read it yet.
Nice. Up.
Mary. Mary, I wanted to like this more than I did. You already probably looked at that and was like, come on now. Just
yeah, I know.
You know.
I know, Reed.
So I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
All right.
But you know what? It was short.
Yep.
We like that.
Yep.
The Evil Secret Society of Cats,
Oh,
Volume 2.
I know you like that.
It's so fun. The whole joke is that cats are in an evil secret society to like ruin humans' lives or like make them worse or something. And it's all like cute stuff and they're making them better. Like that's kind of the joke
Okay,
because they're evil, you know?
I got it.
It's funny. I like it. Or like, oh, human needs to go to work, so get on their lap and make them stay. You know, like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
silly, not actually evil stuff. Love it. It's cute. Girl in the World by Caroline Cash. This was also from Reed's collection. Also Silver Sprocket from the first thing Caroline Cash did. Caroline Cash, you may know from Pee Pee Poo Poo.
Which, by the way, Reed snuck in a copy of Pee Pee Poo Poo
He
in
did.
my book vent gift.
He really did. He told me, he's like, I gotta get it to her. It's gonna be so great. And then he was like, so if you get me the new Pee Pee Poo Poo for Christmas, if you could go ahead and get me the copy I gave Mary as well.
Look at him.
He's so funny. This was like, there was no point to this, maybe at all. Like really, truly. But there's something about Caroline's cartooning and just general vibes that I do enjoy. So I still
Okay.
kind of liked it.
I got you.
don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
So
That's
not
okay.
for everybody, but still kind of liked it. We'll continue to read your stuff. Cat on the Hero's Lap. Listen. One, this cover's adorable. This book is so like it was just made for me. It is about like this group of they seem to be like in a fantasy world battling. So it reminds me of like maybe like a Final Fantasy kind of group of people
Okay.
battling against monsters and stuff to like save the city. They're heroes. And there's this cat that keeps coming out when they're in these battles and particularly really like messes up his battling. So like here he
Aw.
is, he got in his lap real quick. So then the guy can't get up and battle like the dragons that came or whatever, right?
Right.
And it's just silly, cute stuff that keeps happening during the battle. So like all of his like battle mates are like upset about it, but he's like, well, I can't move the cat. The cat just like laid down and like wants to play or like, you know, it's very cute.
Aw.
So I really liked it. I look forward to more. Stargazing Dog.
Oh.
I've been wanting to read this for a long time. This cover is great.
Oh. Oh no.
Mary. It was just so upsetting.
Oh no.
It was so upsetting. I'm like, why did I want to read this for a long time? I think just the cover's great, right?
Oh.
And I should have known. It starts out with, I mean, it's not a spoiler because it's the beginning where this dog is dead with the owner. Okay.
What the?
Yeah. And then it goes through like his life and how this happened and like, but so I'm upset. I'm upset. I didn't hate it, but I was upset the whole time. And I was like, why did I read this? So that's a bummer. It's a big bummer. Pee Pee Poo Poo, it is a real book. Absolutely. There are 3 issues of it.
Hayden, it's a real thing.
Danny, you may like it. The Corner is a mini comic Reed got me for Christmas.
Oh.
This was entertaining. It starts with a trans character. I'm like, it was entertaining. I read it last year. I don't remember. I didn't love how it ended.
Okay.
But it's a mini comic, so I was like, well, I probably just wanted more, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That happens sometimes. But it was entertaining, so
Okay.
like that. Another mini comic where you got me 2 of us.
Oh.
So this is about this kid, really like the art in this too, who goes to school and doesn't quite fit in. I think she's a magic kid and then goes to like a regular human school.
Okay.
And then it's like, well, I don't fit in there, but I'm also like kind of not quite each one. So then basically she's like, I need to be 2 people. And then magically makes like a twin of herself. Like it just happens.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's I can't tell you more than that, but it was fun. It
Okay.
was really fun. I
Okay.
liked it. It was short and sweet, and I liked it. Let's see. We Three by Grant Morrison. Miniseries about Weaponized House. I've heard that one's sad too, which is probably why I haven't run up.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
Yeah, you guys have seen my Instagram reviews. I'm probably gonna love it. I'm the exact opposite of Mary when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You would love tons of stuff Reed would recommend then. Maybe like the book he gave Mary. I also got this one, which Jessica mentioned kickstarting, and then I was like, well, I want that book. And it's out now. So Reed got it for me for Christmas. That is Meta Burgers. Welcome to Burger Tory. I was like, what does it say? Burgatory. So I really like the cover of this. I liked the concept where they're kind of like all these people work at this fast food restaurant and they're kind of like stuck there. And they're like, how'd they get there? Why can't they leave? What's going on? So they're stuck in like this burger hell, right? And I like that concept. It was entertaining. I do think the art is very like these people want to be Tilly Walden. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But especially at the end, I was like, is this it? And maybe it's not because there's a subtitle kind of, right? So maybe there's more after this. I have not looked that up. If this is it, I'm annoyed. If it's not it, I'm like, okay, I would maybe continue. But I didn't love it. I still didn't love it. So
do you feel you're left in purgatory?
I do absolutely feel that way. I do 100% feel that way. So
Well, Kristen, maybe that's the way you're supposed to
maybe
feel.
that's the point.
Maybe you just didn't understand it.
You're probably right. And finally, speaking of Kickstarters, I did kickstart this, our super adventure, the latest volume, Cats and Snacks.
Aw.
You know, I love it. They always have great, wonderful book plates.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, with a little doodle. Love that. And of course, this is their lives together, their adventures with their cats and snacks. It was great. I loved everything about it.
Nice.
I cannot wait for more. So good stuff always. And that's it. Those are my reads.
Nice. Those books are like, I don't know. I was going to say like popcorn, but that doesn't, I don't mean to belittle it.
No, but you're right.
It's like popcorn to you. Like,
yeah, it's just a nice little treat that I know I'm going to love.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do know what book you want us to read, Danny. First arc of The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. You guys are going to thank me. It's wonderful. See, the problem is it's not collected yet, right? Which makes it harder to read for us. Especially me, who's trying to sell books and not buy things.
What is that about? Do you know?
I just know he's mentioned it. I like the title, but I think there are only a few issues out. Like, I don't think it's collected yet.
I got you.
Danny, please correct me if I'm wrong. I would like to read it. On your rack. Well, do we want to talk about current reads? I don't have any. So there we go.
I flipped through mine really quickly.
Right, that's true.
The only thing I forgot is that as far as continuing, I probably will read some more issues of Second Coming because I have them here.
Nice.
I don't have them right here, but they're somewhere.
Right.
But yeah.
Was there anything else you want to throw in? Maybe we could save our goals for next time.
Yeah, maybe next week we'll maybe focus on that because let's be real. We probably won't have a ton of reads to talk about next week. I only had so much because we haven't met in 3 weeks.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe next week it'll be more. We'll focus more on that, and then just quickly go through like, oh yeah, I finished these 2 things.
1,000%. Let's do that. Not if there's something with the goals, I guess we can be like, here's some books that I really want to get to this year. You know, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, broad.
Yeah, broad. We'll see.
Because we'll be like, but also we hate reading now. So we got some attitudes, you guys.
Oh yeah, big time.
I've changed my reading goal 3 times.
Listen.
I'm done.
My reading goal is silly.
I love it.
We'll talk about it next week.
We definitely will.
Yeah.
Okay, it's about a mad scientist and a bunch of monster teenagers. It's pretty awesome. It has a cute ass zombie pigeon. Ooh, we
Oh,
love a
all right.
cute zombie pigeon.
All right, I could be sold on that.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
We'll check it out, Danny. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for bearing with us today with all of the
Yes.
stuff we had going on. Appreciate it so much. Thanks for being here for the
Yes.
return.
Woohoo!
If you're watching this later, please let us know what you're reading this year, what your goals are. We'll talk more about those next week.
And
We have
remember,
attitudes. Break those
let,
spines.
let's tell them what's my wrestler name? The Spine Breaker.
You told me that and I laughed forever. I love it. So break those spines and have a good night.
Not on your Omnis, though.
Yeah, and not on yourselves. Ooh.
Just your mass market.
Right. Just the mass
paperbacks.
markets.
That's all. Okay, bye.